I talked about kind of laying the foundation for your animation and how much preparation you should probably put into deciding the literal body shapes of your character. Because I don't know, I find that that's kind of one of the most common questions with students. Like, how do you begin your idea? Like, where do you even start? I brought up the topic of a blank canvas. Like, that's so hard to start with. I have a method of, using the analysis of the dialogue to determine literally the shape of the body poses as they change throughout the scene, and that, of course, driven by what they're feeling, and does that body language connect with your audience, and that's kind of the essence of blocking and discovering attitudes for me, so that I don't start just winging it. I teach workshop 6, which is called sequence work, where we would spend the entire 14 weeks working on one scene that is comprised of not only multiple shots but multiple characters, and we learn how to describe the relationship between those characters and how to use things like status and graphic shape and negative space and throwing focus and all these things within a scene. You start putting multiple characters on screen and they're all moving around, it can be chaos. And I learned from being in stage performances that you have to know when to stop and allow focus to be given to another character. You have to, as an ensemble, know how to create an actual posed graphic in conjunction with the lighting of the scene and the set pieces to make the audience look in a particular spot on stage. And that's your job as an animator too. When you have an ensemble in your shot, you need to make sure that what's moving is important to the story and where the audience is looking is important. And if it's not, back off, like that's, and don't upstage. I used to get blamed for that a lot. Like, it's out and you're upstaging, knock it off, and you learn, like, oh, that's right, stay still. Like, it's their moment, and we'll pass it back and forth, and animators need to learn that too. I chose animation because it involves everything I love to do. It's musical, it's theatrical, it's visual art, it's movement, it's people watching. I literally recall the day that I had the epiphany on a hike in the woods, that I just went, oh my God, that's exactly why I'm doing this. And so that's why, but I think now that I love like staying in it, because you get to stay in a moment for like ever. You can obsess on a tiny little moment, and it's really important, and I think that's a rare thing you get to do in any job. And so I like having that, to obsess over details, but then be able to step back and see the big picture, and still not be sick of it. I don't know if that makes sense, but
You simply love it.
I just love it. Yeah, it's a great thing to do every day.